Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Terraria. I was thinking about starting my intros as instead of welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I was thinking about starting on welcome back, Meerkat family. Sounds a lot better, I would say, in my opinion. I did a little bit of farming off camera, but before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Keep up my latest videos. I would highly appreciate all that. And let's get started. Alright, so I've gotten some new items. I check out the wall of flesh at least 3 or 4 times off camera, and I've only gotten one emblem. I think there's 4 of these emblems. There's like a melee emblem, a mage emblem, and a summon emblem. And then of course you see the ranger emblem. I got a unholy trident. Actually, yeah. This comes from the new demons in hell. Pretty powerful. It takes a lot of mana though. As you see, it went pretty empty real quick because it takes 25. I got a Neptune shell that transforms the holder into a merfolk when entering the water, so it allows you to swim, and you have, I think you don't have to breathe anymore underwater if you have this equipped in your slots over here for accessories. And I bought this from the traveling merchant. And I thought about, I think I said yesterday that I wanted to try to take out the dark cultists, but I have a change of plans in this episode. Now I think I'm gonna go after Duke Fishron and see if we can at least take him down. And while I was off camera, I've gotten to the point in the game where probes appear randomly out when you're walking around. And when a probe sees you, and it's like a little spaceship looking thing that just flies around and has like a cone of light coming out the bottom of it. And if it spots you and it turns red, it'll fly away rapidly, and then if you allow it to get away, you start another event called the Martian Invasion event. And I wanted to save that for on camera because I was running to build the arena for Duke Fishron, and it appeared and I shot it and killed it, which didn't have a lot of health. The reason for that is because I didn't want to start the event off camera. I wanted to save it for you guys. So if we find another probe, I'll let it spot me and we'll do that event. But that event is one of the harder events. Those guys do massive damage and you get taken out quickly. But as you see here, I got my fishing pole. I bought this from the traveling merchant. He had it for sale a little while back. And I have the truffle worm. These truffle worms are what you need to summon Duke Fishron. But before we go and try to fight Duke Fishron, I'm going to show you my little area where I built to farm truffle worms. If I can get there. Alright, let's look at the map real quick. It's down here. You see this mushroom biome. I built a big chunk of this mushroom biome to be nice and flat. And that's for a reason. I'll show you what I do. And this possess hatchet is really awesome, guys. Very good farming tool, and it's good during major fights because it homes at the whatever that's around you is close enough. And you'll get to see that when we come up to my little farming hole for truffle worms. Oh, I went way too far. I missed my stop, guys. Missed it. This ain't it either. It's up here. Yep, it's up this way. It's part of my farm for Souls of Night. Alright, here we go. It's up above this place. This possessed hatchet is awesome. But I'm gonna see if we can try to take on Duke Fishron. And here's my truffle worm spot. And I have the accessory that allows me to see rare creatures. And that's going to help. We'll go ahead and catch a snail. Alright, so I have these two together so I can quickly go between them. The truffle worm has a deal, its AI is that when you get close to it and you try to capture it, it'll try to sprint away from you. And that's the big problem with the truffle worm. So I stand up here, the truffle worm acts like enemies, it spawns just off camera, and I watch my rare creatures accessory, and you'll see up here it'll say truffle worm because it's a rare creature. So you just stand up here and you just kill stuff. And see how this, see that now it says truffle worm? Now you gotta be quick. See, there he is. Just swing your what this net. There's another one right there. And notice to have the best successes. I think they changed it in the updates, because I remember when the truffle worm was like, if it was standing right here and you run at it, it'll just go and just disappear, like really rapidly too. I think they might have changed the truffle worm's AI so it's not so hard to catch. It seems a bit easier now, but yeah, you see this possessed hatchet just chases anything that's near, and that's awesome. But what I usually do is, you see a truffle worm right here, I'll start swinging halfway through, like he'll be coming towards me, and I'll run at it and just swing. So you got to swing a little early just to make sure that you can catch him. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Let's put away this junk. These are only 15 bait power. But I got my battle potions. I got my ammo box, crystal ball, and the bewitching table. Let's put away that. Yeah, I haven't fished at all. But yeah, I got you need this and your truffle worms. And you have to go to an ocean. But before we do that, I want to make sure to put away my money. I do not want to. Why does this stuff just randomly appear different places? But I got this thing to a demonic. This is expensive to upgrade. It was costing 15 to 18 gold per upgrade, and it's so random. And I got it to demonic, so it has 107 damage. It says 86. Of course, this has 159. And that's only ruthless. So if you can get this to godly, be awesome. I don't need that anymore, so I will switch this for this. I didn't make any more bullets. I only got the silver bullets, so I'm going to use these items mainly for Duke Fishron. And of course I got this stuff. I want to go back real fast. I know I'm wasting time here, but I want to see if I got food. I need like food. Here we go. I got bacon. We'll just go ahead and take cooked fish. That'll be alright. These are all my buffs. I got 10 truffle worms. I farmed them a bit off camera. I forgot to do one thing yesterday though. I was going to farm what was that? Chlorophyte. And I didn't do that. Only thing is, like, I built an arena for the dark cultists, in which, if we have time today, we'll try to take them out. If not, we'll be doing that tomorrow. But the arena for the dark cultists is already made, like I said I was going to do yesterday. No, or in the last video. I can't really say yesterday, because what if somebody watches this 2 years from now, you know? Don't make any sense. But in the last video in my playlist, I made the arena for the Dark Cultist. I made the arena for Duke Fishron. I don't want to walk all the way back, but you get a crafting station called the Blend-O-Matic, and it looks like a cement mixer. And it's a crafting station that only allows you to make asphalt. And asphalt is 2 stone, 1 gel. And every one of those you get asphalt. And the asphalt is, you'll see in a minute when I get to the ocean, it allows you to run super fast. And it's really handy for Duke Fishron fight. It's even handy during the Moonlord fight too. I haven't seen another probe. This is basically right here is where I saw the probe yesterday. And I shot it. And the probe is not something that appears commonly, so it's shooting it made me feel bad yesterday, but I didn't want to do an event that I wanted to show you guys. I want everything exciting or new to be put on camera. So the hurt I felt in my heart for destroying that probe was for you guys. I'm gonna start with a possessed hatchet and maybe this. And if I can go to this. There's a dark cultist. See, I made this arena. I put, just like the other arena by the house, I have lanterns, campfires, and a honey pit. Honey pit, I can just dunk in there and you get 30 seconds of life regeneration. But I was like, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm going to try Duke Fishron in this episode. He drops some cool items, and the Martian Invasion event does some. It drops some really awesome items too. All right, here's the asphalt. It looks like this. Let's see how you just run super fast. Why you want this for Duke Fishron is because Duke Fishron's fast, and he shoots sharks and tornadoes and stuff. You want to be able to get away from them. All right. First of all, we're going to be putting down this stuff because we need it. This stuff is handy for the fights. So boom, boom, bam, summon another spear. I got two of them? There we go. And let's hit them one more time to make sure we are fresh. And let's take them on. It's outside the screen, but... B! B! As you see, he is fast. I don't see a lot of YouTubers fighting this guy, you know, on camera. And he does a lot of damage. See, he just took like 5, 6 hearts there. I wanted to save him for after Moonlord, because he is, I think he's tougher than the Moonlord. For sure. Try to keep my mouse on him. Let's go ahead and use a potion. When you hear that sound, he puts down these tornadoes. He constantly shoots these sharks at you. Get away from these tornadoes, they can massively hurt you as well. I know the possessed hatchet does more damage, but this is more rapid and it's got the homing projectiles. This guy drops a magic spell that's very useful that I like. It's a homing orbs. Away from my... Oh, no. Ow. Nope, no tornadoes, man. I live in the south, I have to deal with tornadoes. Here and there. Oh jeez, that just took all my health instantly. Yep, he's halfway through his fight now. He's faster and worse. Nope, I'm not going to survive this, guys. There's no way I can survive this. And hit that tornado. Nope. There's no way I'm surviving this. Nope. You see what I mean? This guy is not easy. But those truffle worms are easy to get, though. If you build like what you saw how I did that mushroom biome, I flattened it out so it's real easy to get them. Well, let's head on back and get my tables. We're going to do the dark cultist instead. I just wanted to try it and see if we are capable of taking him out. Not quite yet. We're close though. He is tough. Considerably tough. Alright, so I still got enough potions. I'm running out of thorns though. Let's put this stuff away for now. Don't need it at the moment. Well, you guys saw me fail that fight. But we will try it again. And next time, we're not going to lose. Well, maybe. Not guaranteeing anything. I want my tables back, though. Because when we're fighting the Dark Cultists, it's going to be nice to have that extra buffs. Magic power buff and an extra summon would be nice. Plus the ammo table that allows you course, right when I start doing the recording, I can't talk. That's what's happening. It's what happens when you smoke since you were a teenager. I was smoking cigarettes when I was like 13 or 14 years old. Now I'm almost 40. Yeah, I quit beginning of this year. But yeah, it has a toll on you though. For sure. So, anybody that's watching this, I do not recommend smoking ever. It is awful for you. And there's my good deed of the day. Just don't do it. No matter how much peer pressure or anything, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It may seem cool at first, but it's not. For sure, it's just not. Alright, let's go get our tables and let's take on the Dark Cultist. We had his health down to like a quarter, maybe? He was very close. But he takes so much damage. I mean, it's tough. Really tough. Alright, let's go get our tables, set them up over here at this arena. And we're gonna take these guys down. Those evil, evil dudes. I tend to die on this guy a lot too, because he's got some pretty powerful spells. And I think they're mainly ice spells. But I think he has stuff that can follow you and whatnot, and it can be pretty tough. We'll be back. Well, I might set this up with regeneration stuff. I didn't do that in this arena, but I don't want to mess up my my runway there. I gotta figure out how to add regeneration to there without slowing myself down. Means honey's out of the question, because as you know, if you play this game or you've seen me play this game, that honey slows you down drastically when you get into it. Alright, bewitching table, crystal ball. Apparently the crystal ball, I was looking at the wiki, see if there's anything else I don't know. A crystal ball is a crafting station as well, which I did not know that. Alright. I'm not guaranteeing me winning this either. Oh, we already started it. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. Always like how they did the sound effects here. It sounds cool. Kind of creepy. Damn, look at this health he took away from me. Already. I need to use my buff potion. Come on, summons, help me out. I think you have to pick out the right one. There you go. When he does that portal, he does a very powerful spell, so you try to stop him before he can hit you with it. So you gotta hit the right target. 2 of them are fake out of 3. Man, why is other stuff spawning while I'm trying to do this? Nope. Hit the right one, hit the right one. There you go. Oh jeez, he summoned this dragon. That's the powerful spell. This guy can do some damage. As long as I can survive, that's the point. Yeah, he doubles himself up. Dang it. Try to prevent that summon there. Getting that honey for a sec. Give me that extra shield of regeneration. See, he's pretty fast. He's not quite as fast as Duke Fishron, but he is still fast enough. I can actually survive his hits a little better. Ow, ow. Calm down, man. A lightning attack. It's kind of, the lightning attack's probably one of the easiest things to dodge from him. That doesn't help. Just, you know, stay inside the enemy. It's not something you want to do. Get back to the possessed hatchet. Seems to be the most successful on hit rate or DPS. Man, it gets to a point where you just can't stop the dragon from summoning. Oh, you hit him in the head though, that's the weak point. I just found that out. He's almost there, if we can just hold out. Don't touch them physically because they do damage on contact. I think this guy can drop like a costume, but I don't think he can drop weapons or anything else. Yeah, try to aim for those guys' heads. I know it's a little difficult to aim for the head of the dragon, but just like most serpents in the game, or worms, heads are the weak points. Oh, you could tell the difference. He's darker than the other ones. The other ones are all lit up, and the real one is not. That's awesome. Yeah, he's down. What was that? Ah, the ancient manipulator. Oh, yep, man, the game has changed. We are on our way to the Moonlord. Let's warp back so we don't disturb any of the towers, because those towers are hard. But like I said yesterday, if you watched my episode yesterday, that the towers retain their damage that you've given them. So even if you die, don't get discouraged, because you can just go back and keep fighting it until it finally dies. And each I don't know if you can see them. Yep, you can see the pillars. I call them pylons. There's 4 of them. I think this one's one of the really tough ones, and the green one's really tough, if I remember correctly. They're all tough though. Don't underestimate them. And each pylon has a shield, and that shield is you can't damage the pylon itself until you kill a certain amount of enemies. There's a whole like infinite spawning enemies that spawn around this thing, and they're in great numbers. And every time you kill an enemy, an orb shoots toward, or orbs shoot towards the shields. And if you kill the right amount of enemies per pylon, then the shield drops, and then you can attack the pylon itself. And after you destroy it, all the enemies will go away, and you get these little souls or wisps out of the pylon, and it's a random number. So we're going to take on a couple of those pylons and see if we can see what it's like. I know what it's like because I've done it, but if you guys are watching this and you have not played this, that you do not know, and if you have, you know exactly what I'm getting into. Alright, we're going to go over here. I think, which is this one? Solar? Ooh, that's one of the bad ones. Let's see if we can actually take this pylon down. And always try to put away your money, but even if you die at the pylon, you have money. It's easy just to pick the money back up. These worms are the worst. And this tail is the weak point, of course. See how it shoots an orb towards the pylon itself? Oh, these guys do massive damage. But its tail is, of course, the weak point. These guys do not drop money or anything at all, which is a good thing, I guess, because you die often doing this. See, it has a shield around it. Oh, I got stuck. Wrong thing to do when you're doing this. Yes, and expect to die many, many times. And every time you die, you just go back and keep doing it. I like how each pylon changes the background, and the backgrounds look so awesome during these. Ow. Ow. And boom, that took 100 damage. You see that? 103. There's no progress meter to show how far you are in breaking that shield. Just summoned a dude. I don't know how useful he is, but Oh, I didn't even heal. That's not a good idea. Let's just run off without healing. Can I talk to her through here? Yes. Oh, and I did put this for a second here. I put the Burning Hades die, and I still got the Xenomorph's I don't even know his costume. I might try the Cthulhu. I like this yo-yo, but I've barely been using it. Very good yo-yo. Nope. And it gets stuck. I was talking good things about the yo-yo, and it gets stuck. I was taking over 1,000 damage on that guy's tail. Did you see that? That is awesome. Since this is the first pylon I start attacking, I will try to finish this one off. At least try to take out at least a couple of these before I end the episode. Yeah, these guys are no joke. They are no joke at all. So the possessed hatchet still is a good ally in this fight. We're going to see if I can go ahead and put down this ancient manipulator here. There we go. This is a new crafting station for those things you get from the pylons, the little wisps. This allows you to build the items for that, or with that. The wisps, if that makes any sense. So the wisps are basically your ingots, and that ancient manipulator allows you to build stuff with them. And some stuff requires a lot of these wisps, so it's probably a good idea that if you want the new armor or weapons, after you get the Moonlord summoned, let yourself die by the Moonlord, redo the Dark Cultist, and you can redo the pylons, and then you get more souls. It's probably a good idea, and I'm already pretty much dead already. It's awesome. It's hard to stay away from these enemies, except this worm. This thing does so much damage. I just don't let go of the left mouse button. I just keep swinging this and just keep going. Yeah, everything here does so much damage. These guys can follow you way too easily. Let's see how well they can follow you. I'm already dead already. I just started. Yep, there it is. These guys, their tracking is too extreme. A crawlipede or whatever it is. Crawltipede. It's a weird name. But yeah, their tracking is extreme. I mean, it's to the most extreme. It's hard to dodge them. At least the nurse, when she heals you, is pretty cheap. Back in it again. This is what happens. It's just a continuing thing. But like I said, it's no big deal. Because you're expected to die here many times. That's why they made this, the pylons retain any damage that you have done to it. So it doesn't seem unfair. Because these enemies are quite unfair, in my opinion. Especially this dang worm. I'm doing one of the harder pillars as my first pillar to take on. And I'm dead again. Look at that, 115 damage. Jeez. I got 500, and that 500 don't last. I'm not gonna waste potions doing this. There's no point. You're just wasting ingredients and resources. I'd rather use potions for bosses. So when you get to this point, do expect this many deaths, or even more or less, if you have the luck of not getting hit. Oh, and I did forget to say that the pylons change. Like, every time you take out the Dark Cultist, this solar one right here will not be the solar one anymore. It will be one of the other colors. So they're not always the same, or in the same locations. These worms, dude, they are bad. They're so bad, man. Try to take these guys down quick. So when you get the centipede thing, make sure to try to aim for it, because like I said, their tracking is extreme and they do so much damage. And this possessed hatchet, man, this thing's awesome. It's worth it. Comes from the golem. I've said this several times, and for sure is 100% worth it. The worst thing is if you get hit by the head of that centipede, that's where it messes you up. I don't even know if these things can hurt you. Bet they can. How did I get hit by that? 39 damage? Jeez, dude. Those fireballs, it seems like the possessed hatchet does not recognize those as enemies, but you can kill them and take them out. Still haven't dropped a shield in this thing. How many orbs does it take? Or how many enemy kills does it take? Way too many, that's what I say. But look at this background though. These backgrounds are awesome. It really completely changes how the game looks. Just, I think it is awesome design choice on that. Well, since we are on our way to destroying these pylons, that means we are on our way to destroying the Moonlord. So if I don't do it today, which I'm running out of time on my video, so the whole Moonlord thing will probably be tomorrow. That's if we can take out all these pylons. These guys are tough. I think so far my success on these worms is try to stay in the middle until your wings run out of juice. Then you can't. But I don't want to stay on the ground too long because you got all this stuff constantly attacking me. Oh, we can attack the pylon now. But you still got the enemies until you destroy the pylons, so get out of here, fireball. Does it show a health bar? Yeah, it does. He's not even half health yet. Come on, pylon. How much? 20,000 health? Jeez, dude. It says, what, the same health that Cthulhu has? The first boss? Oh, that's got like 15,000. We almost got him killed, though. We almost got it. Just try to dodge all these, the riffraff. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. But it was a good idea on the design decision to not include, what do you call it, money drops from these enemies. So it would be kind of annoying that you're constantly getting knocked out all the time. Alright, let's pick up all this. Solar fragments. And this guy goes back to normal. But I think they still drop hard stuff. Actually don't. It was probably coming from these enemies. Slimes and whatnot. Alright, how many of these? We got 32 solar fragments. Let's see what we can make with them. I think this drop makes my, the solar one makes, no, actually it's not. I think it's the blue one that does it. But the solar one has a sword that's really awesome. Well, it's kind of like a spear slash, I don't even know how to explain it. That thing is powerful. Let's see if we can actually make it. I can't remember what it's called. We're about to find out though. That was exciting though. I like that, doing those pillars. They're hard, but exciting. Where am I going? I need to go talk to this guy. Right here. He'll tell me everything I can make with this. Alright, you can make super healing potions. That's 200 life. Solar fragment block. Lunar hook. You want the moon. Just grapple it and pull it down. You need all of them though. Vortex, Stardust, and Nebula. Solar monolith. Wield a small amount of power from the solar tower. Here's the armor, and it costs Lumite bars. Luminite bars is only dropped by the Moonlord, so this is a little ways away. This armor though, let's see, this is 24 defense on helmet. 23. 34. 32, so it's about 2 points away on everything. Leggings, 20, 18. Yeah, it's about 2. 225 pickaxe power compared to 110, or 210. That's 225. Plus 4 range. Nice. Solar Eruption, that's the weapon I was talking about. This right here is really awesome. It costs 18. So this I will probably make. I do like that one. Ooh, Solar Wings. Celestial Sigil summons impending doom. This, if you get 20 of each soul, you can actually summon the Moonlord at any time. But every time you destroy all 4 pylons, the Moonlord is automatically summoned. So, but you can make this to fight him without fighting the Dark Cultist. That's the point of this. But we're going to make the Solar Eruption. That's a really good item. It makes a bit of noise and all that, but it is good. Zealous. Critical strike chance. 122 damage. See how much it costs to upgrade. We're going to see if we can go and start attacking another pillar. But I'm not going to do anything off camera when it comes to this. Godly. Immediately godly, guys. 141. Oh yeah. This is awesome. Sorry Uzi, I do like you. That's why I'm gonna keep the Uzi on me. Actually, we're gonna put it there. There we go. I do like this thing, but can't go wrong with this. Look at this, guys. Auto swings, long reach, and you can just go through walls, and it will hit enemies through walls. This is why I like this thing. You just hold it down and just constantly dodge, point your mouse wherever you want. Boom. And it causes small explosions when it hits a creature or enemy. So we're going to go after this other pylon on this side. Actually, let's go after the one that's closest to home, which is literally to the right of us here. We're going to be using these two, mainly this one, because at this point it's really good. This will be the last thing we do on this episode. It's already almost 40 minutes long. Blood Moon. Game. I mean, yeah, I think this is the other one I didn't like. But since we got this now, we can do, look at that damage. And it hits multiple times too, like a spear does. The laser one does the most damage because he has ranged. Oh yeah, this weapon now, guys. See how it hits enemies through walls and stuff? Really good. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Ow. Oh, the pylon does not hurt you when you fly through it. You just fly right on through it with no problem. Death. These guys are probably the worst in this pylon because they have ranged attack, and every time you hit them they warp away. Yeah, we can probably take down this one last pillar, and then I'll probably end the episode there. And tomorrow, oh, we just got another banana ring. Yay! It's not useful anymore to me, but you can have a stack of 10 of those and all at once. Let's go over here and let's get some of this going. Summon this guy a couple of times. I know you can build like I don't even know what it is, like furniture that can change the background sky for you. So you can have these backgrounds, which is awesome. Blood Moon and this at the same time. And that thing stuck to me. Yeah, that's nice. And I'm almost dead already. Wow. I know it's easier after you get the new armor. I'm taking so much damage. And I'm wearing beetle armor too. It's really good. The beetle's supposed to protect me from damage, but they don't seem to be doing that, to be honest. Oh, the one tiny little heart down there that will not save my life. What died right there? Weird. Alright, let's heal up real quick. We're just going to keep doing it until we win this fight, and then we're going to end the episode there. After we see what we can make with the new fragments. I keep wanting to call them Whisper Souls because they kind of look like souls. But they're fragments. Oh, 2 of these at once? Game, you're so unfair. No, man. 3 of them. I had 3 of those guys. Look at my health. Already a half. Didn't even make it to the pylon yet. But this weapon, guys, I can't believe that first try. 18 gold. Or 20 gold. Instantaneously gave me a godly. For melee weapons, it's one of the good, or one of the best outcomes you can have. Not all the time, though, depending on what the weapon can do. There goes my health again. It should be almost there. There should be some kind of, like, visual or something that says this thing's about to die. Maybe it does. Maybe the shield itself gets less and less opaque, or it seems to disappear more often, or more as you go. But with these solar weapons, or the fragment weapons and armor and stuff, this is when the game, you become really powerful. Well, we're going to try our arena I built for the Moonlord, and hopefully that'll work out. If not, then we're going to build an arena that is probably going to be made out of asphalt. So yeah, you know, there's certain things like this in games which seem really unfair. This is what usually makes me mad when I play games, is stuff like this. But I don't get mad about the pillars because you don't really lose anything. You do die a lot, but as long as you put away your money and stuff, not to mention you drop your money, what you do carry on you, and you can just pick it back up again. So you don't really lose very much. So it's not frustrating. But other games that have this kind of mechanic where you die a lot on a very cheap boss and you do lose something for it, that is where I get frustrated. And it's just lame. Why would they add a mechanic in a game like that? I know people want challenge and whatnot, but there's a difference between just cheap and unfair to being fun and challenging. I don't mind challenge as long as it's fair. I need to start attacking this guy. Look at that damage, guys. This is what makes these weapons so powerful. Look at all those hits it does. It's not like you swing it once, you only get 1 hit. It's like a spear slash sword. You're getting constant hits. And it's devastating. Oh yeah, and I see how fast that tower went down compared to when I was using the possessed hatchet. Oh, I love the possessed hatchet, don't get me wrong, but there's a huge difference in damage. Wow, something set me on fire, didn't it? And I didn't even get to pick up all my souls or fragments. Excuse me. All right, back over there. Oh, we're gonna see what these fragments can make for me. I think this is the blue one I want. It could be either the blue or green, but you can make your own dragon as a summon. And yes, that's one of my favorite summons in the game, and I think that goes for anybody that has gone this far. Can't remember what the pink one does for me though. I like how the pink one is spawned right above the hollow. That actually makes sense. Dude, stop. Stop. I hate the gastropods, man. I remember when the gastropods, like, a long time ago, or a couple of years ago or something, when I first, or actually it was a few years ago, it was like 3 or 4, or whatever it was, first made it to hard mode, and then I started it going, the gastropod started shooting me, and I remember dying on the gastropods so many times. Oh yeah, it's still blood moon, isn't it? Man, I don't want blood moon. Bam. Just did not see what hit him. It was just like instantaneous death. That'd be cool if on blood moon nights that the glowing mushrooms change, because they are different color right now, but they're still just blue in your inventory. That'd be cool if you get like a purple mushroom that turns into another crafting ingredient for something. Because blood moons happen here and there, but it's not constant. But you can pretty much clear your entire mushroom farm with this. This is one of my favorite weapons to take down Moonlord / the towers. I don't think I'm gonna pick up that bottom row. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I just wanted to show you guys how crazy this weapon can be. So when you get to this point, this weapon is definitely worth it. Alright, let's go see what I can make. There's a way to protect your house from blood moon, because they can open the doors. So shut it, put a couple of blocks outside, and then they can't open it. Alright, now we're safe inside except for those guys right there. Oh, I'll just change back. Alright, what can we make with these? Where's the purple ones or pink ones? Oh, there they are. The nebula fragments. There's the other armor. And it seems like each set does something different. This is magic. What was the solar? Was that melee? Movement and melee speed. Increase melee critical strike chance and melee damage. Okay, so solar's melee. The pink one is nebula, and that is magic. And so lunar hook and whatnot. Okay, let's go down and let's look. Okay, what is this? Nebula monolith. Can be placed. This is the thing that changes the background, so you can have the backgrounds. Same pickaxe power. Nebula Arcanum. 74 magic damage. Conjures masses of astral energy to chase down your foes. Nebula Blaze, 137. From Orion's belt to the palm of your hand. Uses 18 mana. Stardust Fragment. Entrancing particles revolve around this fragment. Huh. Nebula Mantle, which is wings. Nebula Die, and Celestial Sigil. Neat. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to call that an episode right there. I think we made some serious progress here. Took out 2 pylons. We took out the dark cultists. And we tried Duke Fishron. Well, we're not going to mention the Duke Fishron. Let's say we didn't fight him yet. But you guys got to see him. And notice that if you use the same farming technique that I did for the truffle worms, very high success of catching those. And so, if you guys would like to become part of the Meerkat family, hit that subscribe button and join today. Let's make this family bigger. And if you like my commentary, find it helpful, funny, or entertaining, hit that like button to show your support. Help me out. And don't forget about that notification bell to keep up with my latest videos. I upload daily except for Sunday for now. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.